So here we are.
You get my muscles?
Here we go with this. All right.
I've been working.
You ready?
Can you crop the stomach?
We'll start with ladies first. What do you remember about the first time you met your husband?
The very first time I met him, well, what do I remember? You know, it's been a long time. I first met Jack at a special meeting on a Saturday night. And I was with some other girls from another church. And I met him at his church. Actually, when I first met him, you know, it wasn't like, oh, let me find out who he is.
Really?
Nothing like that. So he was probably wearing so I don't remember. I don't remember what he was wearing. He was probably wearing a suit and a tie. You think?
Yes, probably.
On a Saturday night, on a youth night.
That was the style back in the day if you were a young minister. It wasn't casual and dressed down like it is today. You dressed up to go to church.
So, Bishop, then what was one of the first things you remember about that night? What do you remember about Pastor Carolyn that night?
She was very neat and her clothes fitted well.
In all the right places, or just
She was very neat. That's what I remember about her, what she was wearing. And if I recall, because during that time she made her clothes, and it was something that she had made.
What's her favorite restaurant to go to?
Her favorite restaurant used to be Houston's, but now it is Charleston's. Now it is home until they open up.
Pastor Carolyn, what is Bishop's favorite movie besides The Passion of Christ?
Oh, Lord.
I can't recall the name of the movie, but it's an old classic that he will watch again and again.
Dead Poet Society.
Dead Poet Society, exactly. That was his favorite movie to watch.
All right, Bishop, what is her favorite color?
I don't think she really has a favorite color. When I first met Pastor Carolyn, she didn't dress in bright colors. It was very subdued colors. And I told her, put on some red, put on some orange, put on some lighter colors. But she was used to doing subdued colors. And so now she's just out of the box. You know, she'll come in and she'll have, one thing I can say about her, she'll always ask me how she looks before she leaves the house. What you think about this? She'll turn around, ask me to inspect. Now that's what I like about her. She doesn't just walk out of the house with anything on. So I am the inspector general when it comes to her dressing.
So, what is his favorite color?
White.
He's an angel.
Yeah, he loves white. Everything white. His towels white.
Yeah, that's true.
White. Everything is white.
Okay. Pastor Carolyn, what did you do on your first?
On the first date, I remember it was after church, and I went to her mom because I was old school trained, and I said to her mom, is it okay with you if I take your daughter out tonight after church? And tell me what time that you would expect her to be back. And her mom said, oh yeah. And so I went to her and I said, I've already asked your mom if it's okay with you, I'd like to take you out, you know, to get something to eat. So she said, you asked my mom, I'm grown, I'm in college. And I said, but I've always been trained to go to the parent first, because I figured if you, particularly the mother, because her dad wasn't in the home, so she's from single parent, and mothers are always overprotective and play the double role of the watchman on the wall. And I said, I've always been taught, clear with the parent, if the parent like you, that's a good go in. So her mom gave me AAA rating, take her daughter out, and then I took her to a favorite hamburger joint.
You took me to your favorite hamburger joint.
To my favorite hamburger joint, because I mean, you know, I wanted to get to know her. You know, we hadn't graduated to steak yet. You know, I wanted to see how she dealt with a hamburger and some French fries and some onion rings. I mean, that was the place to go then. You know, you go in, play shorty, you come back in the car and eat it in the car. You know. So that was the first date. Did I get it right?
Yeah, that was it. That was a date too, wasn't
It was a date. Yes, it was a date.
Now, what did you do on the first date, Lady Mama?
Oh, I was very reserved
Yes, you were.
because I didn't know exactly, you know.
What my motive was.
Yeah. So I was very reserved. Didn't do a lot of talking necessarily because you know he's more of a communicator, and I just didn't know exactly. So I just kind of observed and ate my burger, and
Well, said with joy, you know, ate the burger, ate my burger.
yeah. But I mean, it was a nice date. The car was nice, a nice car. So I didn't know him very well, so you know.
So, Pastor Carolyn, how long, it's a good question, does it take him to get dressed?
Oh man,
Wow,
that's
what a revelation.
good question. Okay, in comparison, how long does it take for the bishop
And be honest.
to get dressed? In comparison, we may get started at the same time. However, he's going to take at least 45 minutes longer than me. At least, wouldn't you say? Truthfully.
That's because you don't
No,
shave.
but see, you didn't ask all that. I put on makeup. I do hair.
Yeah, you put on makeup, but we won't talk about the hair piece anyway. You put on makeup, but you don't shave, and you don't have to. Now, in our younger years, I would always dress before her.
Question.
Are you
What's her favorite smell? Does she have a favorite that you wear?
She likes I haven't worn cologne for years. I wear one oil, and I've been wearing that about 18 years. And she'll tell me every now and then, you smell good.
Every now and then.
But I don't want to get my oil out. You don't want to make that public right now. That's my thing. Special for me.
Is, Bishop, her favorite flavor of ice cream?
Oh my goodness, Bluebell Black Walnut.
Absolutely.
And then she accuses me when I bring it in the house of doing the wrong thing. But she'll eat it. She'll say, you're tempting me. Give me some of that.
Now, Bishop, this should be a good question. Who has, between the both of you, the most rhythm?
Depends on what
But
venue
that's
music
true.
you're talking about.
True.
Explain.
I just told you, your mom can two-step. And she
I
knows
used
how
to.
Used to. Well, I mean, still nothing wrong with
I don't know.
two-stepping.
I mean, I don't know how
Yeah, but you know, she knows how to do all that new stuff that the kids can do, like, you know, all that stuff. I don't know how to do that stuff. I don't have rhythm. But put me in church, give me a tambourine, I'm good. Give me a tambourine, hand clapping, I'm good. I'm good.
So you strictly holy dance.
Yeah. Yes.
What advice in closing would you give?
I think one of the most important things that we have learned through the years, because this year is 44 years in for us, and I believe that keeping the line of communication open so that you can talk and get an understanding, because so many things can be misconstrued, misunderstood when you don't have a good understanding. And then always be willing to forgive and let go.
I would say keeping balance. Keeping balance is one, and being intentional, because things don't just happen. They just don't happen by you thinking about them or by even praying about them. You have to be intentional about them. And sometimes in relationships, particularly when it comes to spirituality and ministry, we use prayer sometimes as an escape and asking God to change the wife or change the husband. But I think that needs to be looked inwardly. And I say to couples, don't ask God to change her or change him. Ask him to change you.